Buenos Aires.
Yes, of course. Let me introduce you. Are the translators ready?
Okay, we'll try and do this. So this is the first time that I have spoken to people outside the embassy since my internet was cut off. It's a bit unusual for me to be trying to do a talk by telephone, but I like a challenge, so we're going to try and do it.
Normal para mí hablar por teléfono así, pero vamos a intentar hacerlo mejor.
First of all, thank you to the Computers Workers Union who put this event together and organized it. I see that quite a lot of universities are involved in Argentina, and there's some interesting people here. It's quite nice to see actually such support for the free software movement and for ideals that I have fought for a long time by the government of Argentina and other institutions within Argentina.
Please, Julian, give us just a minute to explain to the public here what is happening exactly. Could you give us a minute?
Okay, well,
thanks.
First of all, let me just introduce myself.
Okay. Go ahead.
My name is Julian Assange. I'm the editor, founder, and publisher of WikiLeaks. I have a technical training. I taught myself to program when I was 13 and became a computer hacker or explorer of the world when I was quite young from Australia, and then developed a lot of free software in different projects. I became system administrator and started my own internet service in Australia and writing cryptography programs to protect people and their privacy from spying, and wrote some books about that type of thing, and studied the National Security Agency, and eventually I studied theoretical physics and decided that actually I wanted to try and bring about more education and justice in the world, and the easiest way for the Democratic primary election between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders principally had been rigged in favor of Hillary Clinton by the committee that runs the US Democratic Party in many different ways, including pushing out fake stories that Bernie Sanders supporters were trying to organize violence, making sure that more of the money went to Hillary Clinton, and so on. When we released those 20,000 emails, we did it in a way which we've become famous for, which is to make a special customized search engine to search them. It's actually quite hard to make a search engine to display and search through email because there's so many broken mail standards and mail programs. It's quite a lot of work, and it encouraged all the people in the United States and some outside the United States who were interested in the election to sort through them. So this punched a hole in the media censorship that exists in the United States, where 4 of the 5 top TV networks and about 8 of the 9 major publications in the United States are biased in favor of Hillary Clinton. So in response, there was many attacks, and the US DC establishment, which believes that Hillary Clinton will be the winner of the election, tried to find different ways to distract from our publication. They, first of all, tried to say that we supported Donald Trump just because we were criticizing Hillary Clinton. Then they tried to say that actually we were secretly working with Russia to publish this material that was criticizing her, and this was some kind of cyber warfare against the United States. But I have learned from a lot of experience that the best way to deal with these attacks is that you never flinch, you never blink, you just keep on publishing, because every day that you publish is a day that you have the initiative in the conflict. So we continued on publishing the emails of Hillary Clinton's chief campaign manager, which are even more politically interesting than the emails of the Democratic National Committee. I had been exploring what was the connection between Hillary Clinton and her campaign manager and the sale of 20% of all the US uranium to Russia through a company in the United States called Juul Limited. And that was very interesting, and we showed that Clinton's campaign manager had been lying about his investments in this nuclear energy company. And he was very closely connected with a big Canadian mining magnate, and that he had 75,000 shares in his company, and that he moved it into another company secretly controlled by his daughter, and so on. But much more important was that in the investigation, we managed to get hold of more than 50,000 emails related to Hillary Clinton's chief campaign manager, John Podesta. So this time we started a different strategy, which was to write an algorithm called the stochastic terminator, which is designed to be unpredictable and to adjust how much it publishes and what it selects based upon what we as human beings suggest to it, but also based upon what it reads in the news. And so it selects the emails to be published and publishes them each day, and we started doing that on the 7th of October. And this really whipped up a crazed hornet's nest atmosphere in the Hillary Clinton campaign and in all the establishments that are backing her. Now, we always had the analysis that Hillary Clinton will win for sure. We've had that analysis from more than 12 months ago. But she has pulled around her every single establishment in the US, the intelligence agencies, the neoconservatives who started the Iraq War, the weapons manufacturers, the big banks and investment companies like Goldman Sachs, most of the middle class, and most of the media. And so now we have all these people, all these establishments trying to defend Hillary Clinton from being exposed as having many corrupt relationships. So they started attacking our servers with denial of service attacks and attempted hacking attacks. There was there is a amazing ongoing campaign where fake documents were put in the UN and in the British courts to accuse me of being both a Russian spy and a pedophile and a molester of children. You can look up that amazing story that we tracked down how this hoax was made at the UN and in the British courts to call me a Russian spy and a pedophile by a front company in the United States, in Texas, called Todd and Claire. But that wasn't enough, so the pressure started to increase and it started to pressure Ecuador, which some of the opposition parties in Ecuador were sympathetic to, perhaps because of their relationships with the United States, and pressure or statements made to Ecuador at the political level and at the intelligence level that I needed to be stopped or there would be consequences. But WikiLeaks is a global publisher, publishes 1 million documents a year. We publish from France, Germany, several Norway, Holland, and several other countries, and we have most of our lawyers and staff in the EU and the United States. We don't publish from Ecuador, no particular reason, just the bandwidth is cheaper and the servers are cheaper in Europe rather than in Ecuador. So the United States and United States government, in the form of John Kerry, the Secretary of State, and some other US officials, and the Hillary Clinton campaign, kept putting forth propaganda to say that our publications revealing various forms of corruption and scandal within Hillary Clinton's network was in fact interference in the United States electoral process. But this is not interference in the electoral process. This is the definition of the electoral process, is for media organizations, and in fact everyone, to publish the truth and their opinion about what is occurring. There cannot be a free and informed election unless people are free to inform. So you basically have the Obama administration taking control of parts of the government and using the government to try and shut down critical, true information being revealed and analyzed by WikiLeaks, being read by the American population. So now let's look at it from Ecuador's point of view. While I disagree that they didn't give me any notice about what was occurring, I did not like the how it was done.